Hey everybody. So, I'm trying to think, I believe my last vlog I shared with you guys that I had an amazing Mother's Day, but I didn't want to go into like detail yet. Like I was like, I'm gonna wait because this has to be sit down. This needs to be truly, hold on. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to sit down and like really just talk to you guys because what happened, I feel like, was all God. It was all God. It was truly the most beautiful thing I've ever experienced, and it showed me that yes, he has so many children, you know, he has millions of children, and he still thinks about me, you know, like everything I'm going through or I've been through is not in vain because I still have a purpose. And I truly feel like behind every scenario, every situation, it doesn't matter what it is, that there's a reason why. There's always a why. So I shared with you guys previously about how I felt about Mother's Day, how I had never celebrated it because well, I never celebrated it because it reminded me of that I'm a single mom, and I've always been a single mom, so it just kind of put me in a bad headspace because y'all, I never truly set out to be a single mom. That was not the goal. Like, I got married, I thought we were going to do this together. I had a different perspective, I had a different, you know, idea, but God, I feel like, had a different plan for all of this. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I was just like kind of dwelling. I had to pull myself up and go to the single mothers event at church, and I had to pull myself together to even go to church because I was almost not gonna go to church, and I was, you know, like I was kind of in like a real funk. But I had decided, starting like that Friday when the Mother's Day event was about to start, I had decided, okay, I'm not gonna have that attitude. I'm not gonna sit here and be in a funk and be unhappy and dwell on the fact that I'm single. Like that, I'm still a mother, and that still needs to be celebrated and embraced, and it's an amazing feeling. So I decided to change my attitude. I was like, girl, get it together. You're not gonna be funky. Your child is beautiful. Your child is healthy. Your child is happy. This is a celebration. So okay. So I went to the single mother's dinner, and I spoke in my vlog about how the pastor had his sister there who had been a single mother for 12 years. She had been a single mother. She, you know, basically wasn't living right, but she finally got herself together, gave her life over to God, and everything just went together. Like everything went on a good path. And you know how much she loves her husband, and you know, just everything like that. And so she wrote some books, and I actually purchased 2 of the books. I believe one is called Love, Purity, Love something. But anyway, that's the book I'm currently reading. So in one of her chapters, I believe it's like the 1st or 2nd chapter, she kind of discussed how when Valentine's Day came around, she kind of just didn't, she acted happy, she acted, you know, supportive, and she was not truly happy inside. She was like, no one's thinking of me, like this just kind of sucks, like I don't, she was always like the third wheel. All her friends were married, all her friends had like boyfriends, so they would kind of give her like pity flowers out of their bouquets, or you know, a piece of chocolate they ain't want out of their whole little, you know. So she was just like, okay. And so she said she was journaling, and how when she wrote out to God, you know, she was praying to God, and she was like, God, I want you to be mine. I want you to be mine. Like, I don't want to think about what I don't have in a man, in a relationship, or none of that. I want you to be mine, my Valentine. And so she said she never exposed that to anyone. So mind you, I read that Friday. Yeah, I read it Friday. The same night I got the book, I started reading it and I read it. And I was like, that's so amazing. Because, y'all, my birthday is the day after Valentine's. So, I definitely understand. I've never really had a Valentine's. Like a true, well, I'll take the, anyway. So, yeah, I can totally understand and relate. And so, me reading that was just like, that's good that she changed it around. So, anyway. So she also goes on to say that she never told anybody that. Like, never, ever anybody. So she came home from work and her neighbor was like, hey, I have something for you. And she was like, okay, mind you, it is Valentine's Day at this particular moment. So she's like, what is it? She goes over there and it's a big bouquet of flowers. And the card says, I can't remember if it says I'm yours or I'll be yours or whatever, but the last it was from, it said love God. Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. Like, that was so amazing to me. I was like, God may not physically be here and come down and touch us, but he uses other people to touch us, right? Like, you know, to make his presence known. That's how he shows his love, through other people of faith and believers, you know. So anyway, so I was just thinking, man, I wish I could have something like that happen to me. Like, I truly wish that, you know, I could have God just, she called it God kisses. I wish I could just get a kiss from God and be like, hey, girl, I see you right over there. Don't even worry about the little nappy headed boy over there. I see you, and that's what counts. And I was just thinking that, and I had in my heart, like, man, I want God to be mine. I know it's not Valentine's Day, it was Mother's Day's weekend, but this is what I had in my spirit. I was like, you know what? So that's what made me kind of like change my attitude around more. Because yes, I went up and went to the Mother's Day dinner on Friday, but then, you know, Saturday I was still a little but I was like, I'm going to have a better attitude and I'm gonna get through this. So anyway, fast forward, it's Saturday. We had a busy day. You know, my grandmother was in town. We went out, we wasn't really home, blase. So it's Saturday night. As y'all saw, I went to the gym, I got home, took a shower, and I washed my hair. And so I was like, okay, well, now I gotta stay up extra late to flat iron my hair because I wanted it flat ironed for the pictures that me and Bailey were going to take on Mother's Day. And so I like to listen to sermons and, you know, just encouraging and powerful messages, you know, whatever. Like, sometimes I listen to music, but this particular time I wanted to listen to a sermon. And I saw that Heather Lindsay had Sarah Jakes Roberts at her Pinky Promise conference, I believe 2018, I want to say. It was 2018 conference. And so I'm listening to the conference as I do my hair. And the way, now if you're a long time viewer of mine, you know, subscriber, you know I love Sarah. That is my girl, okay? Valencia, Sarah Jakes Roberts, Michelle Obama. Like, I have a little lump sum of women I look up to, like, that's God's work, okay? And Sarah is like top, like, y'all, love her. So I watch a lot of her sermons, like her and her husband at Potter's House LA in Denver. I watch a lot of their sermons, period. Read their books, period. Okay, so I was watching her sermon. I was like, man, I want to go to a conference. I really want to go to a conference where Sarah is. Like, the way she preaches and the way she speaks to you, like, you can feel it. Like, it's amazing. I don't even know how to put it in words, but it was just something I wanted to do. Mind you, this is Saturday night. I'm doing my hair. Just like, I want to see her preach. And so, fast forward, wake up. Like I said, it's Mother's Day. Bailey is getting dedicated to the church. I almost didn't go to church, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to have that attitude. I'm still going to go to church because, you know, it was Mother's Day. So I almost didn't go to church, but I was like, no. And Bailey's getting dedicated. I truly want her to get dedicated. Even though I will be the only one standing up there with her to get dedicated, it's just us. And I need to live in that and be okay with that and have contentment in that, because it's not forever. So as we're standing up there, Bailey gets dedicated, and you know, it warmed my heart to see that happen. And I wish, you know, her father could have been there, but you know, whatever. So anyway, so I go back, I drop Bailey off at the preschool. I go back into church, and this is when they're starting service, because they do the dedication before service starts. And so yeah, I went back, I sat down, and I'm just like, you know, listening. And they start talking about the Shine conference that they have. So my church has this huge conference that they do every year in October. And I've never been, because the first time I went to go, it was the same weekend as Bailey's birthday party. So I was like, okay, well, yeah, I can't go. And the ticket was like 50 bucks. And I was like, oh, I got 50 bucks, but okay. And then the second year I wanted to go, again, it was on Bailey's birthday party weekend, which was weird because instead of having Bailey's birthday party the exact weekend of her birthday, I had it the weekend afterwards, and it still fell on her birthday weekend. So I was like, all right, so I'm not going again. But this year I'm sitting there, and they say, okay, Shine conference weekend is going to be the 18th of October. And I'm like, oh, okay, because Bailey's birthday party this year is going to be on her birthday weekend, so that works fine. And then they go to say the guest speaker, and they're like, yeah, the guest speaker is Sarah Jakes Roberts. Sarah Jakes Roberts, y'all. I'm like, who heard that? Somebody repeat that for me. Sarah, like T.D. Jakes, the one I watch all the time, the books I read, her husband is Teray. That's Sarah. Y'all playing. Y'all's playing with me. Y'all are playing with me, right? So this is all I'm thinking in my head. And so I go to the website, and they're like, and we're having a Mother's Day special. It's $40 for the ticket all day today until midnight for all the women, not just for the moms, but for all the women. It's only $40. So get your ticket, because after today it's gonna go up. And I'm like, this was God. For someone to sit there and tell me that this is not God, like, he gave me his own personal God kisses. And I just felt in that moment like, Taryn, I love you too. Like, he just knew. And that was amazing. Like, for him to think about me out of all these kids he got, y'all, like, he has so many children. And I felt like he was like, you ain't even gotta go nowhere. You ain't gotta even worry about nothing. Like, I know you want to see her. You relate. She's gonna be right where you are. She's gonna meet you where you're at. And it just, y'all, I almost wanted to cry. Like, I still kind of want to cry right now, because it's like, God does everything for a reason, and he shifts things and he moves things for a reason. And you just never know. You never know. And you just have to be faithful. Always be faithful, because it's not easy. Not easy. I'm not gonna lie, like, this being a single mom is the hardest thing I think I've ever done. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm really trying not to cry, but it is the absolutely hardest thing. And even to this day, like, people don't really call me to see how I'm doing or, you know, check if I'm okay. They just, you know, where's Bailey? So, like, on top of it, there's, like, to me, feels like no one cares sometimes. And so, knowing that God loves me and is thinking about me, and he calls me and gives me presents, I just feel like that is the ultimate blessing. To know that someone, not even someone, but the Father cares. The Father cares. But y'all, I didn't intend for this video to be this long. I really just wanted to make it super quick and break this announcement to you guys, because y'all probably wondering, what did she get? Did her ex-husband sit up? No, he ain't sent me nothing. I accept Bailey as my president, my Mother's Day present every year, so no need to get no present. But y'all, it really touched me in a way that I can't even explain in words. And for whoever's watching this, I really want you to know that God loves you as well. He cares about you as well. And you will get God kisses. You just need to be aware of them. You just need to be aware of them. Because ultimately, some things happen and shift, and we're like, how did that happen? This is a miracle. Yes, it's God moving things and shifting things. Because some things, like, man cannot, 90% thing, man cannot do, you know? So, I just want you guys to stay encouraged. Stay in your word. Stay blessed, y'all. Bye.